Holy crap, dude. Oh my God. The reason I do that is because when the video freezes, and unlike YouTube where I can put in like a thumbnail, when it stops, I want it to be on something cool that, like, when you see it in a feed, you'll go, hey, what's he reading? You know what I mean? All right, that's why I do that. I know y'all think I'm fucking weird, but I don't care because you're weird. If you wasn't weird, you wouldn't be watching this show. But what's going on, everybody? What's up, Scott? Jason? What the fuck is going on, man? Dude, what a shit day. What a shitty day today. It's awful. I'm irritable, but it's all good. We're gonna talk about some shit. Weird, man. It's fucking weird today. We had fucking cops getting shot down the street, and it's been fucked up, man. My pool list was all fucked up. I got notes everywhere. I have no idea what I'm talking about today. There's comics I haven't even read. I've read shit for today that came out today. Shit that I didn't read last week that I wanted to talk about, but I'm not going to be able to talk about. It's just fucked up. DirecTV come out this morning, and a job that should have took an hour took 2.5 hours because the dude that installed my shit installed all the wrong equipment. He got it all done, dish up, my fucking receivers everywhere, and then he says, he's showing me the remote. I think he's getting the paperwork ready, and he goes, oh no, oh my God, oh no. And I'm like, what's going on, bro? Is there a problem? And he goes, I just installed all the wrong equipment. And I'm like, what? What do you mean you installed all the wrong equipment? And there's two types. The equipment's the same, but it's from two companies. And in my region, it should have been this, and he put in the other. So he had to disconnect all of it, had to call and have it all disconnected. Then he had to do it all. Oh my God. So that ate up a lot of my day. Shit that usually I need a good 2.5 hours. I compile all the shit that I liked through the week, and I give you a fucking show. It's pretty easy. Well, I didn't get to do that. I was at the firehouse yesterday. We were busy. Who cares? You all don't give a shit about any of that. What's up, Tony? What's going on, brother? Andrew, the troll. Yeah, buddy. Boo. Yes, I'm glad you're here, pal. It's not the same without you, man. Hey, guys, if you're looking for Casey, you're in the chat. You'd be real good at this. Andrew runs a page called Comic Jacked, and they battle. And y'all have a point system, right, Andrew? Tell them about Jacked, Andrew. Tell them in the chat about Jacked. It's like, I don't know, Squirrel Girl versus Galactus. And you say why Squirrel Girl would beat Galactus and vice versa. And what's up, Dennis? Hey, congratulations on the Eagles in the Super Bowl, brother. Probably going to get your ass waxed. But hey, you made it, right? Second place is okay. It's good. It's good for the city. Yeah, man. Hey, and another good thing about Philadelphia is it's the main background for Oblivion song by Robert Kirkman. It's the city that everything happens in. So I'm pretty curious to see what's up. Yes, yeah, Casey, you'd like it, man. Man, I tell you what, Andrew, am I wrong? These motherfuckers, and Jason, never fail to fail. That's funny. I like that. Jason Jones is also a member of it. Jason's a real good debater. I said Vader. But anyway, yeah, so they do like screenshots and they have arguments. Yeah, there you go. Well said. What's up, Jason? Hey, Jason's on time today, everybody. Give Jason a big round of applause. Guys, we got a lot to talk about. Yeah, y'all are crazy. I've got some emails I want to go over. I got some pretty good emails from the John Malin SJW conversation we had last episode. I got one I've got to read you. Like, it was the shortest email ever, and it made my day. It was awesome. Because, like Andrew will tell you, if you don't have a troll and somebody getting on you, you probably ain't doing something right. But, yeah, man, there's a lot of crazy shit going on today, and I'm not prepared at all, so this is going to be fucked up. I'm going to need your all's help. The goose fields. What the fuck? Were you hunting? Are you hunting, Jason? Goose fields? We post naked pics of Travis. You'd have more followers if you did that, Andrew. I look good naked, damn it. Hunting. Oh, man, dude. Now that's a supporter right there. Out in the hunting fields. Well, I'll try to keep it quiet because I know you're hunting rabbits. Or goose, or geese. Geese, right? It's geese. Debo's in the house. Hey, Debo, you'd love this. Me and Charles we had a meeting the other day. We're talking about goals for the new year and all that bullshit. And your name came up, man. And him and Paul were like, "Oh yeah, man, that dude is fantastic." I didn't know you were so involved in the FTH stuff. So that's really cool, man. But yeah, man, we got some cool shit. I'm glad Casey's in the chat because I'm gonna need his help on some of this, especially this. The Avengers. I don't know how you're feeling about the Avengers book, Casey. It's got your favorite supervillain group in it. The Cull Obsidian. And no, it's not the name of one of the members. It is the name of the group. I know they're changing it for the movie, and I don't know why it upsets me. And I don't even know why it upsets me, but it upsets me. But, yeah, fuck it, man. We're going to get started. Yeah. Molest pandas. God damn it, Andrew. Yeah, man. Hey, Debo, I do too, man. They are the Black Order, dog. They are. But they're also the Cull Obsidian, which I think is a much cooler name than the Black Order. But I get it. It is kind of weird. But yes, I miss Marvel Avengers Alliance too. And it was such a goofy game when I think about it. Turn-based and all that shit. But, man, what a fantastic game. You know what brought us together? It brought Charles and I together, which that's a funny story if you haven't ever heard how me and Charles actually, how I got in the network and everything, because it was kind of like me and Charles were going at it over a guest that he had on from the Helicarrier, the FTH show. And she was a fucking cunt. And I don't give a fuck. I've told Charles that. She's a cunt. Charles tried to take up for her. And I basically called Charles out. So, and then, you know, once everything kind of calmed down, we got to talking and everything. So it was really cool. And here I am, right? Yeah, lucky those guys. All right, man. We're going to start this shit. I don't even know if everything. Dude, discombobulated. Don't even do this shit justice. Like, that is such understatement right now, how I am. Cunt is too offensive. As is twat. Use twint. Much more civil. Twint. I like it. I'm going to start hashtagging twint. I'm going to write it down. I like that. See, Dennis elevates the conversation when he's on the show. Right? Twint. I did use cunt punch. I use cunt punch quite a bit, which I give you credit for that as well. Dennis. So yeah, you're doing good. You're my wordsmith. You're my wordsmith. Okay. What am I doing? Don't even have a fucking intro. I don't even have a fucking intro today. Well, this is going to be fucking fantastic. This is a fucking dude. This should be called The Shit Show, which I think I've already called one of my shows The Shit Show, so I can't do that. So I just went with oh shit, I'm live, because that's kind of how I feel right now. But we're gonna try it anyway. All right, mic check, mic check. Mike Woodard, hope you're feeling better, buddy. This is Blazing Defender Report 62s. I think it's 62. I don't know. Debo usually corrects me when I'm wrong, so I'll let you know. I'm really fucked up today, Mike, so everything's probably going to suck, which not really any different than any other day. But hope you're feeling better, pal. And guys, if you need a producer, Mike at themike.com. See what I did there? That's cool. No, I was saying it wrong the whole time. It's Mike at the mic, not Mike on the mic. Because that was taken. Ha! See, Mike, I do remember shit. But thanks for everything you do, buddy. I hope you are feeling better. But this is the report, and I will be starting in 3, 2, 1. And welcome, everyone, to another episode. I know I'm still on the air. I can't believe it either. To the Blazing Defender Report. I am your host, Travis Jones. What's going on today, guys? I don't know about your day, but my day has been unadulterated shit. That shit emoji that's all smiling and everything. Fuck that dude. My day has been way worse than that guy. My shit emoji is not smiling. But hey, I'm behind the mic. I've got guys in the chat, some fantastic guys in the chat right now. I'm really excited about it. I've got some stuff to talk about, I guess. I'm probably going to fuck it all up and jump around because my notes are garbage. I didn't have time to do anything today, so this is what you get. 2017 award-nominated podcast, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. You're looking at it. For my audio listeners on iTunes, Stitcher, Blog Talk, whatever, wherever you are, I really appreciate you. But if you're not watching the Facebook Live video, you're really kind of missing out on some really cool shit. Again, I have a great, lively bunch in chat, as per usual. And I do show the covers of the comics and all that kind of stuff. Going to be attempting with one of the guys in the chat right now, Casey Strohs from Breaking the Panel. We're going to be trying some dry runs with OBS. Going to try getting OBS going and running and where I can see your comments because that's really important to me to be able to see what you guys are saying. Even though there is a delay, just remember that there is a little bit of delay on the chat from what I see. So, but yeah, I've got some movie news and comics to talk about, and I'm very excited, guys. I have an advanced copy of Robert Kirkman's Oblivion song, first 4 issues. It's like in a trade, which, I mean, for a man to get an erection over anything that isn't boob or vagina related is odd. It's weird. It's unnatural. It's sick. It's disgusting. And I did. The guy that runs my comic shop was like, hey man, I got an advanced copy of Oblivion song. And I went, oh, ba-doing! Yes, please. So, I got to read it. It's really, really good. Spoiler alert. It's fantastic. I'm really excited to see more coming out from that, but that's kind of what these advanced copies are supposed to do. They're supposed to get owners of comic shops excited about the product so they order a bunch, right? Well, that's what I'm trying to do as well. And you know I'm a Kirkman fanboy. He's a Kentucky boy. I gotta support him. But you know, if you listen to this show, I will always tell you straight, I get paid by none of these people. I'm totally serious. If you can tell by the production value of my show, you know I don't get paid by anybody. So I will always tell you straight whether I like them or not. Case in point, Tom King's Miracle Man. I am sick and tired of people, Tom King, oh my God, Miracle Man, come on my face. Oh my God, it's not that fucking good. It's not even good. It's mediocre at best. The art makes it mediocre, actually. The writing is okay. I don't even know what's going on. I don't think Tom King knows what's going on. And if people say they know what's going on, they're full of shit. They don't know what's going on. There's no one that can explain this to me. 2 guys in a comic shop a couple weeks ago, I made it known that it sucks. And, you know, I'm 5'11", 240. I'm a good sized guy. A little bit of background in taking care of myself, okay? These dudes I thought were going to fucking gang rape me and beat my ass like prison style in a comic shop. Which, honestly, now I think about it, would be a really great story. But anyway, they couldn't even explain to me what was going on. So I'm like, why is this so fantastic? But anyway, I should do a whole show on why Miracle Man sucks, and I might. But I always tell you straight, and I love Tom King. Love Tom King. He's like one of my favorite writers right now. He's killing it on Batman. So there you go. I always tell you straight. And let me tell you something else that I like, guys. Besides comic books, I like toys. Yes. Yeah, check out, do you see my big ass Hulk back here? How badass is that motherfucker? I got a Sideshow Hulk coming. Don't tell my wife. She has no idea. And if she does, I probably won't have a wife anymore. If she finds out how much I paid for it. But it is coming. But I'm a big toy fanatic. I collect all kinds of shit. Love Funko Pops. Love Mezco. The place to go for this shit is Collector Zone. Check it out. What? Oh, talk about branding, yo. Yeah, I'll do some shit on this show every now and then. Yeah, guys, Collector Zone. Go check them out. CollectorZone.com. Tons of collectibles there. If you can't find it, they will find it for you. All you have to do is go to the Collector Zone Cantina, okay? Tell them you're looking for something. They will find it. And there's a whole community of collectors there. They're always, popping up and saying, oh, I got this, or I found this, or I got this at Walmart. It's not even like, oh, I got this from Collector Zone. It's just it's a friendly place. Let me tell you, and real quick, I meant to say this last week, but this, I wanted to give my thoughts, because I think they're pretty good. I like this. I was thinking about it one day about social media, because I'm real active on Twitter. I'm real and broke. John said, yeah, we're freaks and broke. Trust me, brother. I know. I got a fucking $200 Gallahorn in this next room. You know what a Gallahorn is? Yeah, you probably don't. I play Destiny, which is a video game, right? And they come out with a replica Gallahorn. It's a bazooka. It's a fucking rocket launcher. This thing's fucking huge. When I get this room done like I want to, it's going to sit up in the corner because it's that fucking badass. But I didn't fucking need it. I mean, and you know why I bought it? Because I'd be mad if I went to a comic convention and I seen somebody that had a Gallahorn for $400 and I didn't buy one. That's how stupid I am. That's how fucking broken and damaged I think all toy collectors are. But hey, speaking of toy collectors, Toy Power, new show on the Blazing Defender Network. That sounds so much better than the Giant Size Team Up Network. But anyway, Toy Power. It's a toy collectors podcast. Check it out. It's on the network. I just thought I'd segue that in real quick since we were talking about toys. See, I'm all over the fucking place today. I don't know what's going on, guys. I really don't. But anyway, Collector Zone. Oh, and before I forget, check out the Blazing Defender Report Facebook page, because Collector Zone and I, and the show, of course, we're going to be giving away two Funko Pops that you're not going to want to miss. They're Black Panther exclusive Funko Pops. One's Killmonger and one's Panther. They're both unmasked. They're cool as shit. There will be pictures of them on the page. All you have to do is just follow the rules of the contest. Okay, I'll announce the winner here. It'll be on the Collector Zone Cantina Lounge. It's going to be really fantastic. I wish I could get in it because these are that fucking cool. And when we're going to talk about Black Panther here in a little bit, but man, I am super stoked about Panther, and I'm sure you guys are too. But this is a giveaway you're not going to miss out on. And guys, it's easy. It's so easy. If you did something every day, oh my God, you're dude. Give away, say what? Yes. Give away, say what? God damn it, I'm giving it away. Collector Zone, giving it away. But no, oh, okay, guys. Sometimes I get caught up in reading the chat. I can't multitask. I'm not Sheldon Cooper. But I wish I wasn't away. But we were talking about the Black Order, and they're one of the names that they have in the comic books is the Cull Obsidian. Now, in Infinity War that's coming out, they're going to call the Black Dwarf character Cull Obsidian. They're not calling him the Black Dwarf. Maybe a little politically incorrect to dwarfs? I don't know, but they're not calling him that. So, Jason Jones in chat just said, I'm going to try to see, Glade prefers Black Order to Cull Obsidian. Oh! How do you know that, Jason Jones? Are you a member? Are you a Splinter Cell agent of the Cull Obsidian? But yeah, So, yeah, that's cool. But that's what some of the shit we were talking about before I hit record on the mic. We all kind of spitball shit back and forth. I'm getting way off track as per usual. But Collector's Zone, check it out. Oh, and if Marcos is still in chat, I don't know if he is. I don't know if y'all can get Marvel Legends. But Marvel Legends are the action figures that you can get at Target, Walmart. You can get them a lot of places. Walgreens even. The Infinity War wave has just released in Australia. Frank Allen was here. He's one of the co-hosts on Toy Power, which is an Australian-based podcast about toys. I just told you about it. But, you know, he confirmed that these are out on the shelves already in Australia. So they should be coming here soon. But the point of that being is the Build-A-Figures Thanos, which I'm sure is going to be awesome. But they have a bearded Cap figure that needs to be in everybody's fucking toy collection. I mean, are you fucking kidding me? The beautiful man, bearded Cap. Yeah, I mean, be good. I mean, they're fairly cheap. I don't know what your price would be, but, you know, they're fairly cheap to get. So, yeah, check it out. But I just thought I'd pass that along. All right. What are we going to do next? Before we go to movie news, we're going to do some emails. Because I got some emails from some people. Listeners, I hope. Some of them are definitely listeners. And I've been wanting to do this. I just always forget because you got to write them down and all that shit. So here's some emails. Hasbro are Nazis. But I don't think you can say that, Marcos. You can't call people Nazis. John Malin got in trouble for that. All right, just to bring you up on a little speed. John Malin, the artist on cable, who's not that good of an artist, by the way. I've checked his shit out. It's not that good. Anyway, side of the point. Someone asked him about the X-Men. If the X-Men were in today's time, would they would be SJWs. Social justice warriors. Easy for me to say, right? Yeah, emails, Debo. What? Are you for real? What the hell? I'm going to get a phone line, man. I'm going to get a phone line so you can call in and shit when I get OBS up and running. You're going to have a voice. You can leave a voicemail on the report. How awesome would that be? Anyway, SJWs are social justice warriors, which I did not know what the fuck that was. All right? So I had to look it up because I wanted to know what everybody was so pissed off about. Now, what Malin said was, no, the X-Men would not be social justice warriors. They would be more like the Jews that were persecuted, and Hitler's Nazis would be the SJWs. Made a lot of people mad. A lot of people. Okay? Which kind of lifts a really ugly lid off of the comic book industry. And I was looking through Malin's Twitter feed today, and he hasn't let up. If anything, he stepped on the gas a little bit. So, I gave my opinion, which was very brief. I tried to bring politics into the show, but it was comic related, so I felt like I needed to. Okay? He's a twant. He's a twant, not twat. You can't say twat. It's politically unacceptable. It's twant. It's cunt and twant together. Twant. No, cunt and twat together. Twant. Jesus Christ. This is a tongue twister today. But so I got some emails, and one of the first ones I opened up from that show that pertained to that show said, "You're an asshole for not knowing what an SJW is. Hashtag read a book." From Alfonso. I won't give his full name out. All right, Alfonso. Okay. You are half correct. I am an asshole. I don't know that I'm an asshole because I didn't know what that was. Okay? But what I did do, Alfonso, if you're a listener, which you're probably not anymore since you sent this email, you took the fucking time to type out an email that's all it said was that I'm an asshole. Alright? I'm wondering who the asshole really is here. But anyway, what I did was, because of the controversy, I chose to educate myself and find out what the fuck everybody was so pissed off about. Okay? So I could form a semi-intelligent argument. I do believe that one of the Collector's Own Cantina viewers said I was an idiot. I would assume he's not wrong either, but I assume he's talking about because of the mailing stuff. Maybe I am. No, I definitely am. Let's make no two bones about it. But I did try to educate myself enough to have an opinion on the matter, and if it doesn't vibe with your opinion, okay. We can still have beer together, man. If somebody sucker punches you, I still might have you back. It's not a big deal. You can think about what you want to. I'm still learning these social ropes and social graces of the internet. All right? Which leads me, I got off track earlier, but which leads me to how I feel about the internet as a whole. Real quickly. All right? The internet and social media, not the internet, social media on the internet. All right? It's like neighborhoods. I work in a really bad part of Louisville. Okay? The west end of Louisville. I'm a firefighter there, if you didn't know that. Hence Blazing Defender. Get it? I'm real creative, as you can see. But I work in a real bad area, and it's an area where at night, at certain times of the day, at certain parts, you don't want to get out of your car. It'd be a mistake. Okay? So I started thinking about social media in terms of neighborhoods. All right? Now, I live in a fairly decent neighborhood. All right? So Twitter is a bad neighborhood. Twitter's the west end of, or the bad area of wherever you live. We've all got them, no matter where you live at. That's Twitter. You don't want to get out of your car on Twitter. They will fucking eat you alive. They will eat you alive. I made a comment on Tom King's Twitter handle that dealt with Trump and secrecy and top secret information and all that other shit. And Tom King didn't rip me, but all 2 million of his followers did, I think. I had to turn off my notifications. That's how bad it got. So Twitter is a really bad neighborhood. You got to be careful what you do in Twitter. All right? Facebook is, you're getting out of the West End a little bit. Facebook is a pretty decent neighborhood. You got your bad parts, but you got your good parts. All right? You can get out of your car on Facebook if you know where you're going. If you don't know what you're going, you're liable to get capped in the ass. It may not be something you was looking for. Maybe it was. I don't know. So that's Facebook. All right? Good places, bad places. All right? You just got to know how to drive it. All right? Instagram. Instagram is a pretty fucking nice neighborhood. It's your upper class. The neighbors keep care of their yards. They take their garbage can up when the garbage comes. They get the weeds out around their sidewalk. They edge their sidewalks and around the mailboxes and shit. They pick up poop when they walk their dogs. Pretty fucking nice neighborhood. Alright? That's Instagram. The day Instagram has video capabilities like Facebook does, probably gone. Because it's just a better neighborhood. But Facebook's where I work. So I like to try to navigate it as best I can. So if John Malin watches this show, you know, stop getting out of your car on Twitter. They will fucking eat you alive. So that's just kind of my 411 on the social medias. Okay, now to some more positive emails. First off, love the show. Your enthusiasm made me start collecting comics again. Your show never disappoints. Just wanted to say I admire the fact you even brought up the John Malin controversy. Hashtag comics with an edge. That dude does watch the show. That was Marcus. Thank you, Marcus. Appreciate those words. I hope you're watching or you catch it on whatever you catch it on. But thank you so much for the kind words. And there can be no better compliment to me than because of you, I started reading comic books again. That's my whole goal. That's all I want. That's all I really want. The next email is from Mike. Love your show. Thanks for keeping politics out of it. Parentheses, for the most part. Laugh out loud. Thank you, Mike. I do try to keep them out, but it was comic related. people were asking me what I thought, and I'll tell you, you guys can ask me fucking anything. I have an audience, I have a general audience, and I have you guys that are listening right now, and you guys that are in the chat. You are who I cater to. I want a show that everybody likes, but you guys, you have more input on my content and how I'm going to do the show than you even know. So just to let you know that I really appreciate these emails and all your feedback. This is feedback, so I appreciate it. Michelle, a female watcher, that's fantastic. Love the backdrop of the show. Awesome. You are my new fave podcast when going to work, on my commute to work. Keep it up. Hashtag fan for life. Man, dude, I got choked up when I read these the first time. So, and this is Troy P. Wow. When you say, go read this book now, I do it. Darth Vader, Deadly Class, Thor, and Batman are all on my pull list now. Thank you so much for the great show. I'll keep watching. Troy P. Hey, man, those are, I'm telling you, the asshole comment, you know, it's like, you know, I can handle that. Because I am. So it's okay. I got big shoulders, baby. I can fucking handle it. But yeah, so I thought those were really cool. You know, if you got a comment, you want to say something on the air, and maybe I didn't see it in the chat, and you're wanting to make a point or a comment about something that I said or something that was done, like a conversation that happened in chat. Because I know you guys chat amongst yourselves, which is fantastic. I love it. And Dennis really hasn't started any fights yet in chat, which I think is kind of weird. He may be drunk too. And Dennis Robertson, I maybe not have said this. He's in chat right now. He is one of the co-hosts for Botched, the D&D podcast that's on the network. Check out Botched. And Dennis is single. He's single, ladies. Just saying. Or guys. I don't know where Dennis goes. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty cool. Congratulations on being single, man. Stay there as long as you fucking can. Stay there as long as you can. Okay. I've got some movie news for you guys. Actually, we got a lot of movie news. One of the things is Kevin Feige, this is according to Nerdist, okay, which they're pretty accurate on a lot of shit. They got a lot of resources up there. Kevin Feige could be leaving after Avengers 4. He's been real dodgy about the questions as far as the X-Men, Wolverine, the Fantastic Four all coming back to Marvel. And he's basically said that it could be years before you see any of them in the MCU. They're busy up until 2019, and none of these projects will be adjusted because of the acquisitions. And I don't know what the deal is, but he made it sound like that, yeah, the Disney merger is a deal, but it's going to take some time to get these properties back. So, and they're going to have time to develop, time to shoot. So, I mean, I think they said something like 9 years, 10 years before we could see them in the MCU. So that kind of sucks. But is it? Kevin Feige's fucked with us before on Spider-Man. When they acquired their rights to Spider-Man, there was rumors that he could be in Civil War because of everybody else being in Civil War. Feige said you would not see the wall crawler in Civil War, and it was very unlikely you would see a solo movie anytime soon. Not only was the web slinger in Civil War, but we also got a movie later that year. So Kevin fucks with you. But I do not want to see this man leave. Oh, good God. That would be a devastating blow to MCU, even though it's built what it has built, mainly because of him and his vision and his guidance. So I really don't want Feige to leave, man. I don't think you guys do either. But if he does, hypothetically, could he go from the House of Ideas to the House of DC, following Brian Michael Bendis' footsteps? I don't know. I think it's a possibility. And who better to take over the reins? Let's see. That's true. You can't believe anything Hollywood says, Casey. That's absolutely true. And then, again, this is all speculation from me and the Nerdist from that point. Okay, the Ant-Man Wasp trailer. I was going to rewatch it with you guys and kind of point some things out, but I'm not going to do that. What I would rather do is, for one thing, I'd like to know in chat what you guys thought about the trailer, if you've seen it or not. And kind of like, get your feelings on this Ant-Man Wasp thing. But let me tell you, the first Ant-Man I thought was, so I said, this is Marvel's bomb. Marvel's been hitting on all cylinders. This is going to be the cylinder that pops. I mean, I really can't see, I love Paul Rudd, really can't see him as this hero. And then they introduced the Scott Lang character, not the Hank Pym. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. And then they had those director problems. So yeah, I really wasn't excited about it. Ended up being a fantastic movie. I don't expect any less from this one, to be honest. So what I thought I'd talk about is I thought that seeing, not Morgan Freeman, but, Morpheus. Shit. Someone in chat, please help me out. The actor that plays Morpheus, he is going to be Goliath. Dr. Foster, I think Dr. David Foster, he's going to be Goliath in this movie, which is really, really interesting. I mean, are we going to see those type of abilities? Lawrence Fishburne. Thank you, Dennis. Lawrence Fishburne as Goliath. Now, in the trailer, you do see Ant-Man growing bigger and all that. So is he going to pass some of that down to this Foster doctor and Dr. Foster doctor? What the fuck? And you know, it'd be kind of interesting to see Goliath, I think. And now the interesting part is Ghost. Oh, Casey just even said this. I can't believe they're using Ghost as a bad guy in this one. I wonder, I mean, I don't know why. I mean, why you say that, Casey? Because I think it's pretty interesting. He's basically an Iron Man villain, if you know the comic book. Shit, man, I think he appeared back in Iron Man like 218 or something like that. I think it was his first appearance. But he's kind of like, he wants to take down these oppressive corporations. He's kind of an anarchist. And he's like a hacker. He has the ability to go invisible, to phase through things. He can phase through equipment and short it out, stuff like that. Kind of like Kitty Pryde can. But yeah, I think it's interesting because Ant-Man really doesn't have that big of a rogues gallery, right? Well, it's an Iron Man bad guy, yes. And this Newman is a lady. Yes, it is. And I actually talk about that. In the comic book, they are changing the gender from male to female, but I really don't see it as a big deal because you never really see Ghost outside of his containment suit. So he could be like a weird looking chick anyway, couldn't he? I mean, we've all assumed he was a dude, and maybe he was a dude in the origin story. I'm not for certain of that. Casey would probably know that better than me. But I just think the interesting part is they're switching him from an Iron Man villain to, because, you know, he's kind of tech-based. But what I can see is I can see Ghost going after Hank Pym, who is a successful businessman. He could be going after him, thinking he's oppressive for some reason, something maybe we don't know in his background. You know, Hank, he ain't the squeakiest motherfucker in the Marvel Universe, right? So he could have some more baggage that Ghost finds out about, because that's kind of Ghost's thing, right? He hacks in, he finds shit that he shouldn't find, and he exposes people. Or is it that he's looking for revenge for the death of Yellow Jacket in the first movie? She could be related to that doctor. The doctor escapes me the name in the first movie. So interesting concept, I thought. Yes, he will, Jason. He loves that joke with what do you tell a chick with a black eye? Nothing. You've already told her twice. That's like Hank Pym's favorite joke. Which, interesting story. The Ultimates, the first run of the Ultimates by Mark Millar and Brian Hitch, that made me a Captain America fan again, was that story. I think it was issue 5, where Hank had beat the shit out of Janet Van Dyne again, and he sicked his aunts on her, like put her in the hospital. Cap finds out. Cap kind of had a little crush on Janet anyway. He goes and finds Hank. He's sitting at a bar. I love this. I love this, man. I love this part. If you've never read the first volume of the Ultimates, you've got to, oh my God, you've got to read it. It's so good. So Hank's sitting at the bar and he's drinking, right? And Steve walks in. And, the Ultimate Captain America is a little bit different than the MCU Captain America. Or not the MCU Captain America, but different him too. But the main Marvel, the 616 Marvel Universe. I'm not trying to confuse you, but I probably am. So, he just fucking smacks Hank. And Hank's like, what the hell, Rogers? He's like, change. And Hank's like, what, have you lost your mind? Smack. Change. That's all Cap say to him. Change. Like, get bigger, motherfucker, because I'm about to whoop your ass. All right? So Hank's like, you want me to change? You want me, he's bleeding and shit. You want me to change? So, boom, Giant Man starts, getting all big and shit. Rogers takes off across the street, runs up the next building, okay? He's running up the fire escape, running up in the stairwell. And then Hank's like, oh, big man running. Like, he's all calling him out and shit, right? Cap jumps out of the window like, 7, 8 stories up and cracks Giant Man right in the jaw. Gets him down the ground. Just whoops his ass, dude. It's so awesome, man. I was like, oh my God, I love Captain America. And I do, and I still have. But yeah, so I was curious to think your guys on your thoughts on this movie. Could be good, I think it will be good. I think it'll be good for what it is. It's probably going to be some kind of espionage movie. They're obviously going to set this in front of Infinity War. So, espionage versus, a global tyrant or a universal tyrant that's out for dominate the universe. Yeah, not so much. So I think it's pretty good that they're setting it where they're setting it at in the timeline. But let's talk about good movies, man. Black Panther. Black Panther, it's looking fantastic. If you haven't seen the trailers, you should. Or don't see the trailers. I'm kind of with that group of people that aren't watching the trailers anymore. Like, they don't want to be spoiled by anything. And I wish I could do that, man, because of the show and everything. And honestly, it ain't because of that. That's bullshit. That's cop-out. I want to watch the trailers because I just cannot fucking wait to fucking dissect it, to slow it down, to look for Easter eggs and shit, and try to form theories and opinions. That's just part of the fun of trailers for me. But, yeah, the Black Panther trailer looks great. But here were some interesting comments that had been made by some stars that have already seen the movie. Now, there was a long list, and come on, it's Hollywood, so I don't listen to a lot of what they say, but these two people, I think, kind of have a better view of the MCU and what it means to fans, so I thought I would read those. And it's Peyton Reed, which is actually the director's name I was trying to think of a minute ago, for Ant-Man. And he said, it's fantastic, beautiful, and soulful. Thoughtful of the moment. Ryan Coogler really knows what he's doing. Long live T'Challa. So, Peyton Reed obviously knows what it's like to do a Marvel movie, to be a fan. And he was like, he's stoked for this movie. The other one was Chloe Bennett. Now, I don't know if you know, she plays Quake or Daisy on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She's fucking smoking hot. But she's embraced, like, she's bought in to the Marvel Universe because she knows the fan base is so rabid, and that'll keep her in work for a while, so she's really smart. And maybe she just really digs the genre, I don't know. But she says it was incredible and powerful and everything we need right now. The word cultural phenomenon never felt more appropriate. Everyone, please do yourself a favor and go see it. What struck me there was the word cultural phenomenon never felt more appropriate. That's pretty cool. I would love to see a movie that just expands on like another world inside the world of the MCU, and a world that we don't really get to see a lot of. And let's be honest, there's a lot of comic book fans in chat right now, And you guys tell me if I'm wrong, but there's not a whole, I mean, up until here recently when Tashiki Coates took over for Black Panther and made that crap series that he made, other than that, we really didn't have a whole lot of Black Panther other than the John Romita stuff and Chris Priest, which to me, Chris Priest's run on the Black Panther is my definitive run. I thought it was fantastic. I'm so excited for this movie. And I know they took the Chris Priest trade into an account while they made this movie. Casey is saying that they're saying this one is the one that breaks the formula. So breaks the formula, you mean like, see, I think Logan, for me, broke the genre type of movie that it was. Like, yes, it was a superhero movie because it was Wolverine, but it was so much more than that. It transcended the genre that it was kind of stuck in. You know what I mean? I think maybe that's what Casey's saying. You correct me if I'm wrong, Casey. But yeah, that's the kind of movie that I really want to see from Marvel and inside the MCU. I really want to see that. I'm excited, man. I mean, I've got tickets for Friday morning. It's like at 9:45 in the morning. I didn't even know they had movies that early. I work Thursday night, so I couldn't see it Thursday night, but I'll definitely be in the theater Friday morning. And I hope to have a very in-depth review. I'm gonna try to take some notes and stuff. Sometimes I'll just like to go sit and see the movie and then do a review the second time, but it's been really hard for me to get back to the movies the second time here lately. Okay. Casey's saying he just means in terms of Marvel Studios doing the same thing all the time. Yeah, that's good. They need to kind of break that formula up because it is getting a little repetitive. I kind of feel like they still did that with the Captain America movies. You know, they went from what they were doing and they made this espionage thriller. And then they kind of got back into the same formula with Civil War and whatnot. But they kind of broke the mold again with Ragnarok. So Marvel's stretching its legs a little bit. They're a $12 billion franchise right now. So, yeah, I think they can do that. But, yeah, very excited. It's going to be awesome. Another movie that we're getting teaser bits about, and some people aren't real happy about it, and I can kind of see why, is the first look at Captain Marvel. We got to look at Brie Larson as Captain Marvel, which is funny is because I used to always say Brie Olsen as Captain Marvel, which she's a porn star, and that would have been awesome too. But yeah, and we're going to get to that because Brie Olsen might have been a better choice in some regards, and I'll tell you why in just a second. But we see this picture of her, and she's in this green and teal outfit, and everybody's like, "What is that?" So yeah, it kind of took me by surprise too. So why is that? It could be several reasons, right? We're all speculating. But could be some type of CGI thing. Like maybe that color's easier to go back and film and CGI the red and gold on her. I don't know. But in my thinking, the Kree, that was kind of their colors, right? Was this green, silverish teal. Yeah, so maybe it's because of that. Because she is from a experiment gone wrong from a Kree experiment. That's how she gets her abilities. So maybe she's doing that. I don't know. There was talk on the Nerdist of it being some kind of being relation to SWORD, which is, I forget what SWORD stands for, but it's an acronym, and it's basically the conduit. It's basically SHIELD in outer space. They protect the Earth from intergalactic threats. So we might see SWORD in the future. Maybe that's why the color scheme is that way it is. I seem to think it's a CGI thing. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But the people on the Disney lot did say, fear not, when she is introduced into this MCU timeline. Now remember, Captain Marvel is a 90s period piece. This is going to be set back in the 90s. Okay? Which is good for Brie, because the girl has no ass. None whatsoever. I mean, that is about the extent of her ass is the spine of that comic book right there. It's awful. I think she's hot as balls. And dude, she has got nobody's ass. Like, girl, do some squats. Put some pads in the back of that motherfucker. I don't give a shit. Do something, because that's not good. That's not a good look for her at all. But being it's set in the 90s, she's got about 20 years to do some squats before she gets into the MCU, and hopefully she can have a little bit of ass. But she is going to get the red and gold when she is injected into this present MCU timeline. So really curious to see where the hell she's been at. What is the deal? Has she been in outer space working with Sword? Maybe. I don't know. We're going to see her in Infinity War? I don't know. So there's a lot of questions. But I think Brie's a fantastic actress. I think she's gorgeous. I really want to see the faux hawk, though. That's a look that I love on Captain Marvel. I love it. So, pretty cool stuff for Captain Marvel. Really excited about it. 2019, so we got a ways to go. A lot of speculation on the front for that. The next thing I want to talk about is actually a comic book. What? A comic book? That ain't this kind of show. Yeah. These comic books are typically money grabs, guys. They're money grabs. Like, Marvel puts them out there, and they're not a prelude, they're not a bridge, they're not a fill in the gap, they're just bullshit. The art usually sucks. The art's not great in this, but it's not horrible. It's not John Maley-ish. No, that was unfair. Because he can still draw better than I can. But, yes, it's Marvel's Infinity War Prelude Issue 1. It was out last week. Good luck finding a copy, because I wanted to grab another copy for a friend of mine. It was gone. They're sold out. They're going for a decent price on eBay right now. You can find them pretty cheap if you look online, but some people are really like hyping this thing up. But anyway, what it does is it bridges the gap between our boys, Cap, Falcon, Iron Man, some stuff that's going on in Wakanda. It bridges all that before Infinity War starts. So that makes it worth checking out. Okay? Yes, yeah, Jason, they are usually pretty goofy, but I really, really enjoyed this one, and this is why. It takes you all the way up through the events of Civil War, Cap, Tony fighting, and then Cap leaves. There's this conversation between Bucky and Cap. Cap leaves to save everybody on the raft. It shows that. It shows him breaking everybody out, which is funny because he breaks out Scott Lang, right? But then we know Scott Lang gets arrested in the trailer for Ant-Man and Wasp. So Scott goes back for some reason after Cap breaks him out. But so we see that. We see Hawkeye going back, and there was speculation from the Infinity War trailer about the Vision, where we seen Vision very human-like, and we were like, is that after Glaive takes the Infinity Stone off his forehead, and that's kind of what's left? Does it kill him, or is this some type of shape-shifting ability that he has, which we know Vision has, and he showed it when he made the cape, when he looked at Thor and was like, oh, capes are dope, and he made his own cape. But there's a panel here where it shows Wanda and Vision kind of maybe on a date or something, but he's very human-like. He's got like a sweater on and shit. It's kind of weird, but he's very human-like. So that's obviously a power that he has developed. And then there is what in Wakanda you have this scene where Bucky and Cap are talking to T'Challa about how they're going to break Bucky's his mental blocks, and basically he's given Bucky to Shuri, to that, which is T'Challa's sister, who's like maybe one of the smartest people in the MCU, definitely probably going to be one of the smartest people in the MCU in the film. But she's going on about how she's breaking down the blocks to make him, to get rid of the bad stuff and keep Bucky still who he is. So I thought that was pretty interesting. That's pretty neat. And it shows some of the things that Bucky is going through in his mind, which I thought that was really, really cool. And T'Challa is a very, like, what's so cool is T'Challa's, like, he really still feels a lot of guilt for how he treated Barnes. Like, he was duped by Zemo, right? Like everybody was. But he's like, we've got to fix this guy. Like, failure's not an option here. So I thought that was really cool. It made me like T'Challa even more. But me being a Cap fan, where's Cap been at, man? Where's the Nomad been at? And you find out he's in Syria with Falcon and Black Widow, and they're basically going around busting terrorists. And it's this group of terrorists they end up infiltrating was a group that had Chitauri weaponry. So I thought that was really cool because Black Widow's using her dark, her contacts on the underground to find out shit. So Cap and Falcon and Black Widow are doing it still, like kind of on the DL. That's badass, man. I love it. And Cap's got his beard and he's got like a little smog on it. It's dope. And then you've got Tony. It kind of goes into this thing with Tony about like, he's thinking about all the stuff that happened with him and Cap. He's looking down at the phone going, if I made the call, I'm sure he would answer, but would that be enough? And, I can't think about it that way. I've got to prepare for the end of all things. And he's pulling up the Mark V element that he made, and he's showing this new armor, like he's portraying this new armor. He goes, I have to figure it out. I'll have to figure out how I can do it alone. And the next book is The Cosmic Threat from Above. So I'm really curious what they do here. I thought that was a very cool article, or a very cool comic for something that's usually, like Jason said, pretty goofy, and they're usually really terrible, but the art isn't awful, and I really liked it. So thought it was pretty cool about how they went bridging the gaps there. So yeah, check that out if you want, or if not, I just pretty much told you about it. So look, I saved you some money. Look at that. All right, guys, I've got some comic books to talk about. Let me see where we at on time here. I've got some books from last week. I got some books from this week. The books I want to talk about from last week are, and I'm going to do this really, really quick. Avengers number 3. Okay, and Avengers number 3 is, which is cool because it's my favorite group of cosmic terrorists, is the Cull Obsidian, or the Black Order, if you will. They are fighting the Lethal Legion in a Taskmaster gamesman type way, like a Secret Wars type thing. The gamesman, man, he's always doing this shit, right? And the Avengers are kind of in the middle. The Avengers are actually obstacles that the Games Master has put in place. So you got these two teams, the Lethal Legion, which I've never seen before. They look really cool. I like the shit out of them. I mean, Mark Waid, Mark Waid can just fucking write, man. Yes, and this is only one of two. I may be behind. Yeah, one of two is the Infinity preview that you're talking about. Yes, yes, that is. We got a second one coming out of that. But this Avengers No Surrender, Avengers 677 Part 3, is really cool. It's got the Unity Squad. It's, they're still trying to figure things out, but a lot of it's a lot of action, man. And I think it looks fantastic. I love the fight scenes. 4 is out today, which I've already read. I'll review it next week. But look, yeah, it looks fantastic. And I just love Secret Wars stuff, man. Like, two great cosmic entities. What would they do? Like, what would gods do to have fun? Give me these dudes. It's like fantasy football for gods, right? Give me these guys. You take these guys, and we'll duke it out and see who wins. I mean, I think that's pretty cool idea. Yeah, Pepe La Raza. Dude, it's fantastic. Like, I mean, it looks so good. It's a very old, and I think that's probably why Casey, I think it's a very vintage artistry. Not saying that it's like Kirby-like or anything like that, but it's like old school-ish. But it still looks fantastic. Let me see if I can find a splash page. You guys, I swear, you get me all fucked up. Oh, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one, dude. They're basically taking down one of the Colosseums in Rome. And it's the Lethal Legion. They're taking down, like, one of their things. Can y'all see that? Like, you can see Rogue and Thor. And look at that. I mean, it's fantastic. Splash pages, dude. Splash pages are nerd centerfolds. I mean, they're so good. But Avengers, I dig it. I give it a 7. In a rough score, I didn't really score it like I normally score a book, but it was pretty good. Next book, man, has been getting a lot of shit. And I don't know why. The Incredible Hulk. This is Hulk 711 by Greg Pak. Greg Land, who I know a lot of people don't like Greg Land's art. I do. I think Greg Land's art's amazing. And Louisville boy, Jay Leaston. What? Jay Leaston. On the inks. It's great. It's World War Hulk 2. But it's not Bruce Banner. It's Amadeus Cho. He's running the gauntlet. He's trying to save a clan. Sakaar has went... You thought it was Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome in the first of World War Hulk? It's times that now. Greg Land is not a tracer, Casey. What do you mean he's a tracer? What's he trace? The tracer's Jay Leaston, if anybody. Sorry, Jay, I love you. You're my dog. But you're an inker. You trace. But no, Greg Land's art, I've said this before on the show. Greg Land, who's from Indiana, which is just a bridge away, his art is not that great without Jay Leaston. When Jay Leaston's on a book with Greg, I love it. But I've read comics before not realizing that was Greg Land's art because Jay didn't ink it. So that is a very symbiotic relationship that them two had. And that's one of the reasons Greg Land does not work without Jay Leaston, because I think he knows it's just not as good without Jay. But this is a great book. And what makes it even cooler, okay, so Hulk's going through the gauntlet. There's 5 waves. He's already went through 2 of them. And it's Amadeus Cho, remember? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, see, I knew he did I didn't know he traced porn chicks. I thought he got his inspiration from that. That was kind of one of the reasons I liked him. He draws the fucking hottest chicks in comics. I don't care if he traces or not. And I bet you, Casey, if we seen him at a con, I bet he could draw something pretty dope on the cover of a comic. I tell you what, if he's at a con close to here, I'm going to get a commission done by him. And I'm going to watch that motherfucker. And I bet he don't trace it. What do you want to bet? Hey, I tell you who will ask. I'll have him on the fucking show. I'll have Jay on the show. And we'll ask Jay about the tracing gate. We'll ask Jay about Greg Land. And if he traces or not. We'll see what Jay says. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And what they're doing is they're trying to stack the deck. They're trying to find a champion that would beat the Hulk. Now you gotta remember, this is Amadeus Cho, and he's not releasing the monster. Like, the people from Sakaar, the clan that he's protecting, they're like, release the monster. And Amadeus Cho's like, no, I'm not releasing the monster. I'm better than that. Well, he's put to it, not here, but in the next issue, which is a fantastic issue. I'm going to show you the cover of it here in just a second. But it's kind of a rehash, all right? But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever seen. Casey said, if anything, Jay's the real artist. Those inkers do double duty. Yeah, I would. Jay's done some good stuff. Like, I've seen his original drawings, but John Tiny said, I only use the markers that smell like fruits. Thank you, John. That was well timed, brother. That was a good one. But hey, I give this a 6.5. The story's been really, really good, but what leads you to the next issue is what's going to be the shit. You'll see. My pick of the last week is, come on. It's easy. It's the Doomsday Clock, guys. Any week that this book comes out, it's probably going to be my book of the week because it is that goddamn good. I told you all a few weeks ago, you need to start reading this book. It's amazing. We find out from the last issue the comedian is not dead. They kind of show you how he didn't die, which I still kind of have questions about, but maybe they'll get answered. I'm not jumping ship yet. This is only issue 3 out of 12. They have set a high bar very early in this series. Jeff Johns and Gary Frank are fucking killing it on this book. We have a fantastic little side plot with Batman and Rorschach, which ended not like I seen it ending. It was excellent. And the marionette and the mime, oh my God. These two are like two of my favorite new villains. I mean, they're twisted and fucked up. Alan Moore, you know what? He can roll. Alan Moore can roll in his grave all he wants to. Because this, like the original Watchmen, I liked it. Didn't excite me. This is fucking exciting. Like new ground, and he's still paying homage to the original. This is just a masterwork right now. If 12 issues stay this good, this may be the best 12 issues we've ever seen in comic books. I'm gonna go that far because these first 3 have been fucking knock out. The original Watchmen, yawn. Yeah. And I tell you, when I read the original Watchmen, I'm like, why is everybody jerking off on this book? It's not even that good. It's okay. And then as I read it, as I got older, I liked it more. I loved the movie. Zack Snyder, what? I know people hate Zack, but I love him. I loved his vision of that movie. I thought he ended that movie better than a fucking alien monster, a created alien monster, hitting the earth and bringing everybody together. You know, no. The Cold War angle was a much better ending to the book. But regardless, he made some really cool characters. But what they lacked was a universe. They're bringing them into DC, which I think is great. And this is just a fantastic book. 9.5. It just gets better, guys. I mean, I don't know if I've ever gave 3 issues 9s before, and I have. They've all been 9 plus. So it's just so good. And the mime, when he would point his fingers at people, and everybody's like, what the hell? This dude is crazy. Maybe he ain't so crazy. Because that scene alone, and Casey, I know you read it, I was like, oh shit. Like, man, it's just when comic books make you feel like this, there's nothing better, man. There really isn't. So, Doomsday Clock, number 3. Yes, no, mimes are crazy, but this mime runs around pointing his fingers at people, and people are like, what the, quit pointing your finger at me. Well, they don't know how much trouble they could have been in if he had chose to use those fingers. So, really, really cool, man. Alright, guys, I've got, alright, jeez, I'm at an hour, man. Alright, real quickly. Oblivion song. Robert Kirkman. This is it. This is the advanced copy. Alright. Really, really cool. Kind of ominous cover. By Robert Kirkman and Lorenzo Della Felice. I guess I'm saying it right now. I don't know. It looks French, so who cares? But no, his artwork's really, really good. I'm not familiar with him and his work, but it's good. And I've got some notes here. Okay. This is not a post-apocalyptic like a lot of people were saying it was. What it is there's been I'm going to give you the brief rundown of the book. There was a it was called they're calling it the transference. What happened was a dimensional wall was weakened and another dimension came in and basically took 300,000 people from Philadelphia. Okay? It ended up killing 300,000 people from Philadelphia. Now, what happened was monsters were released from this dimension, but when the dimension closed, those people were stuck in it. All right? So this has become a very like 9/11 type event. They had this memorial wall and everything. And on the other side of the wall is the area that the transference took place, and it's barren. They can't get anything to grow there. There's no buildings there or anything. I think they're scared of it. Like, in today's society, they're scared to put anything there because of what happened. So Nathan Cole is a scientist that ends up figuring out how to breach the wall and go and come back. So what he's done is he's going and getting people and saving them, because like he gets in this dimension and monsters chase you, demons chase you, and this Lorenzo de La Fenice, he does like some really abstract looking, like a lot of them don't have heads. Which, why would a demon have a head? You know, maybe he don't need a fucking head. I don't know. So he's like, sometimes they have tentacles with eyes and shit like that, but they're all very menacing looking, and they will fucking kill you. So what's cool is Nathan Cole is going through here, and you find out that maybe his goals aren't so altruistic. He's looking for his brother, Ed. And there's a scene where he finds a corpse, and he's taking the dental imprint, and he goes, "Is this you, Ed?" And he leaves. Well, he didn't know, but he was being watched by another group of survivors. Now, what he later comes to find out is there is a group of survivors that have survived this dimension and actually are starting to thrive a little bit. All right? So when he saves this couple, the Crenshaws, well, the Crenshaws were plants. They were supposed to be saved. And they were supposed to kind of turn on Cole. But they didn't. Once they got back and they seen how society has viewed what happened to them, they're really, really glad to be back. And they end up telling Cole, "Hey, there's a group of us, and our leader's name was Ed." And Nathan's like, "What?" Like, so now he thinks his brother's alive. So with all this new information, he takes it to the government, which he was kind of working for to get more funding, so he can have a bigger team to go back and get there's like 300 of survivors. So the government's basically like, "Yeah, that's awesome, but no, we're not doing it. You actually need to stop your work. We're afraid your work is weakening the wall and you could cause another transference." So now he's kind of like, what the hell? So he goes back anyway, and he's looking for his brother. He ends up finding a guy who, big black guy, kind of reminds you of Bishop from the X-Men. He's been surviving. Cole kind of runs into him and thinks, "Hey, I'm just going to save this guy. He's aggressive, but I'm just going to save him." Well, he misses. He's got this dart that he shoots out of his gun, and when it hits you, it zaps you back to our dimension. So he kind of does it to you without really telling you that you're going, which herein lies the problem towards the end of the story. Not the end of the story, but as the story goes. Because some people don't want to leave. And that's what he ends up finding out, is that his brother, who was kind of a piece of shit in this world, is a leader of men in the new world, or in this dimension. And like Cole, once he's reunited with his brother, he does get reunited with him, he's like, holy shit, this guy's like, I mean, he's got love, like he has a woman, and he's built something. And some of these people don't want to leave. So Cole's kind of like, well, hold on, you don't speak for everybody, right? Like, you don't speak for everybody. So you come back and see how the earth has changed because of the transference. And then you can come back and tell these other people whether they should come back or not. So he does. He agrees. He comes back. Well, as soon as he comes back, he's thrown in jail or questioned because he's been tinkering on some type of device. The government thinks it's a bomb or something to cause another transference. Well, as the story goes on, one of the reasons that Nathan Cole felt so much guilt and felt like he had to save these people is because he's the one that caused the transference. His experiment went wrong. They were experimenting with other dimensions. It was only supposed to open a small portal. It didn't. It allowed things in, blah, blah, blah. The shitstorm is on this cat. Now, really, really cool story. There's also, like, they had this museum he takes the Crenshaws to, and there's a group of look like warriors, and they got those cloaks on like he has on the cover. And the Crenshaws go, "Oh, were you one of them?" And he goes, yeah, after about a year of training. So I don't know if they're like some kind of special forces team or whatever. Yeah, it may be. I'm not familiar with Half-Life. Casey says it kind of sounds like a ripoff of Half-Life. It may be. But this is what Robert Kirkman does better than probably any video game you've ever played. The emotion that he gets you to feel for these characters. Like, you're looking at Nathan Cole like a hero 1 minute, and then you look at him, you're feeling sorry for him one next minute, and then the next minute you're pissed off at him. That's the emotional roller coaster. Like, what is this? Is this what an emotional roller coaster is? That's the emotional roller coaster that Robert Kirkman puts you through. And I'm telling you, with his Walking Dead series and the Negan stuff and the Michonne stuff, there may be no better guy in comic books right now to do that one thing. Okay? He may not do everything else great, but he does that really, really well. And that's the reason I was so excited to read this, because that's what I thrive. That's what I want so badly from Kirkman, is for him to give me that, and he does. And there's a lot of other stuff I didn't tell you. There's a huge PTSD angle of this book where he has brought people back, like one of his research assistants who was over there for 10 years. He brings him back. He looks like he's well adjusted. He ain't. He's all kinds of fucked up because demons are chasing you. You're fighting for your life. It's Walking Dead times 1,000 here. So that's another angle this book takes. Like, I'm giving you a very brief excerpt of 4 issues. So yeah, please don't, check it out, because I'm telling you, it's very, very, very good. If I had to rate all 4 issues together, it'd be unfair for me to rate one separately. Shit, I hadn't even thought of this till now. Let me think. You like how I stalled for time by taking a drink? I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8, man. I think it was that good. I kind of want to go higher, but I just finished it, so it kind of needs to marinate a little bit for me, and I'll probably reread it before the other. This doesn't come out till March, guys. The first issue does not come out till March. Now, all that aside, as a collector, you get anything Robert Kirkman does. You get it. You get the variant cover. You get the motherfucker signed. You get it. Because it's all be the next Walking Dead. It's all be a big time movie. It's all be an HBO show. You get it. You just fucking get it. From a collector standpoint. Because he's just hot right now. Not hot. Because he's not that much to look at. But these are the comic books that I got today that I'll be on review for next week. I'll have better reviews next week, I promise. Old Man Logan with Casey's favorite artist, Gabriel Deodato. That's who's on it, right? Oh, he did the cover, but he did not do the interiors, Casey. I was just noticing that. He did not do the interiors. Who's doing the interiors now? Ibram Robertson. Huh. Okay. We'll check him out. This is the Hulk I was telling y'all about. Guess who they pulled out of the portal to fight Hulk? Oh, shit. Yeah, it ain't very original. But let me tell you, I've read it. It's an awesome fucking fight. When you were 12 years old, this shit you'd be running out in the backyard, grabbing your dad's fucking nail hammer, thinking you're Thor. That's how good this is. Let me show you a splash page. Let me show you the tracer. Let me show you the tracer real quick. Okay. All right, here's not a splash page. There's a page. They're getting it on, dog. They're fucking getting it on. All right, hold on. I think there's a good splash page here. Hold on. Look at this. Oh, come on, man. Tracing? Yeah, okay. I'll trace. Look at that. Look at that shot up there where Thor's getting his ass handed to him. But he's a goddamn Viking, so he comes back. Dude, this issue's fucking badass. Hulk 712. Go check it out. Fucking steal it online. I don't give a shit. It needs to be read. I'm telling you. You're going to enjoy it. You may go, it's Ragnarok. Not original. It's fucking good, man. It's a brawl. I mean, they brawl, dude. And Thor's telling him, you gotta bring it on. So awesome. I loved it. Loved it. All right. One of my favorite new series. Yeah. I was reading the chat. Sorry. One of my favorite new series, man. I love this fucking series, Realm. Man, so good. The art is just, it's just a shade under for me. It's just like if the art was just a pubic hair better, it would be just, I don't know, it'd be off the walls, insane great. But it's still really good, and it's so original, and I love that, man. I like original shit, you know? It's probably a bite off of some video game, I don't know, but I love it. It's got supernatural, it's got military, it's got, like World of Warcraft shit, it's like orcs, witchcraft, machine guns, beer, Stroh's beer, as a matter of fact. Brian, one of my favorite dudes, he's got a beard. He wears like orc bones and shit. He drinks Stroh's beer. And he's got a shotgun with a big tusk on the end of it. It's fucking awesome, man. Realm is really, really good. This one here, all action, which it sorely, sorely needed. That's issue 5. I got Ray's mom, otherwise known as Dr. Afra. Have not read that yet. And a book I was curious about, but I'm a Star Wars nerd, so I'm going to buy it. DJ, Star Wars, DJ Most Wanted. So, and that is by Acker. I have no idea who that is. So, but yeah, these books will be on review for next week for you guys. But hey, man, that's all I got, guys. Let me know what you thought. Emails are great, and I'll read them. There's been some in the past I haven't read. I forget. But I'm going to try to make that a weekly part of the show. So I need emails to read, man. So just give me an email saying, hey, man, you suck. And I'll be like, oh, my God. Jason Jones from Pennsylvania said I sucked. It's awesome. But yeah. Where were Avengers 678? What do you mean? What did I forget one? What are you talking about? Was that part 4? Oh, yeah. Oh, another thing. You know, I told you, before I started audio recording, guys, I was telling everybody what a shit day I've had. It's just fucking been a shit day. From standing in traffic to bad installers to just all kinds of shit. I get to my comic shop, Diamond, has fucking shorted my comic book shop a bunch of shit. I didn't get Metal number 5 today. I didn't get Avengers 678. Now, I read them online, but I didn't get them. They will be on review also, by the way, because I will get them before next week's show. But yeah, 678 was really good. I'm glad you said it, Casey, because I really enjoyed that issue, man. I love this Avengers, this No Surrender storyline. I think it's fantastic. Metal number 5, I've got some not so great things to say about Metal number 5, and some good things. But yeah, they were shorted. What else did I didn't get? I didn't get something else today, too, because I was like, God damn it. But, yeah, they didn't, and I say short, they didn't send any. And the Avengers box, the box the Avengers was in, was all damaged. They all look like shit. So, of course, I didn't get one of those. But, yeah, that's where 678 is. Thank you, John. Thank you for that. I try to be, man. I just try to be. But yeah, guys, that's all I got. I'll have more comics, more news next week. We're going to do more shit. We're going to try, me and Casey are going to try to get OBS up running. Maybe I'll have Casey on. The giant hawk monster, Vision knows, Voyage. Oh, don't spoil anything. Don't spoil that. No, but that's the Avengers run's been very, very good, which I'm an Avengers fan, so I'm really happy for that. But, shit, I forgot. Not comic book related. If you have not seen Den of Thieves yet, you need to see Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves was fantastic. I love great endings because there's very few movies that have great endings anymore. They're all awful, in my opinion. This does an ending very, very well. And Gerard Butler, holy shit. This motherfucker is a bad man. I loved it. Everybody was great. That's a really good supporting cast. The action was fantastic. Gerard Butler, he's in some scenes that make you like, oh my God, stop. Like, he's a messed up man. He's got problems. And he's big. Like, they said he put on 30 pounds for this movie. He's 6'2" anyway. So, and he's Big Nick. He's Big Nick in this movie. And the guy that plays the main bad guy, I've seen him in a bunch of movies. He's fantastic. He's the guy on the preview where he's got the saw and he's fucking shooting it and all the rounds are coming out. That guy, he's awesome. Such a good movie. I think his last name's Emerson, something Emerson. Great movie. Go check that out. Not comic book related, but still cool shit, man. I talk about cool shit on the show. Nerdist News just dropped something about Cap's new shield. Well, hold up. This is what we do on the report. It's news. It's breaking news, baby. Debo comes through, man. Let me tell you. Let's see here. Let's see what the Nerdist is saying. I'd love to work for those guys, right? Those guys got it going on. They have so many fucking resources. It's sickening. I should have it. There's me. Ha! What a goof. Alright, let's see here. How do I do that? Ah, here it is. Everyone is overreacting to something.
Why everyone is overreacting to Captain America's new shield. I forgot that you can't see me right now, but I'm doing air quotes. The internet collectively lost its mind when news broke this morning that Captain America has a brand new shield, mainly because it's way different than his classic red.
All right, if you can't hear that, here. Jessica Chobot just said that Cap has a brand new shield that is drastically different than his original.
The news came courtesy of a leaked pic of the Cap action figure from the Marvel Legends.
I was talking about that.
The reactions we're seeing all over the web.
That is his shield.
Steve Rogers was saying goodbye forever to his Captain America shield and persona. But
okay, guys, when I was talking about the Avengers Legends figures that have just dropped over. No, you didn't see his shield in the trailer. And the Avengers Legends, the action figure that just dropped in Australia, they have his shield, which is more like the original triangular shield, but it's black. It's got like grooves in it. It's an accessory for the action figure.
Blow those collective roles. Yes, while Cap is looking a little rough, he's still rocking that luscious beard. And yes, he has a new shield.
New shield.
This is not the new Captain America shield. In the leaked toy photo to the left of Cap, we see the hotly discussed shield with what looks to be Wakandan design, most likely made of vibranium alloy.
Totally
the look
Wakandan.
Reminds us of some of the tech that we're seeing in the Black Panther promos, and of course, that's no surprise, since in the Infinity War trailer,
you didn't see that in the trailer.
Give that man a shield. This is most likely the shield that was gotten. Now, Cap is no stranger to carrying a vibranium defense piece, what with his signature shield being from
how's he gonna throw it?
Material, but Cap walked away from that original shield in Captain America Civil War when he and Tony Stark realized their broship.
God, look at him smashing Tony's face.
Soldier's fate. So when Tony dropped him with the old, that shield doesn't belong to you, my dad made that shield, Steve was like,
shut up, Tony.
Fine, and walked away from his former bromance and that sweet shield, mayhaps forever. But come on, we don't really think Tony and Stevie will stay mad at each other forever, do we? No. But until they do kiss and make up, this new shield is a more than well-equipped stand-in provided by the Wakandan government, but we have no doubts that it's a just-for-now situation. And as a temporary replacement, you can't really get any better than a Shuri original straight from the Wakandan laboratory. Black Panther's sister Shuri is being called the smartest person in the world, and for good...
Oh, there you go. I said Shuri was like one of the smartest people in the world. She is the smartest person in the world, according to this.
Reason. She's the head of all the science...
Oh, and by the way, they're using the pages from the comic book I was telling you about, the Infinity War Prelude.
In the MCU. We already see this in the Infinity War Prelude comic, and word is we are going to see even more of her tech smarts play out in Black Panther. But back to that sweet, sweet shield. From the pics, we can see that the shield has an upper and lower part, which makes us think it might have a collapsible feature that enables Cap to deploy it from his wrist or glove. In fact, check out this shot from the Infinity War trailer with Cap rocking those massive armored gloves. Now, those things could definitely be packing not only a collapsible vibranium shield, but also some weaponry of their very own. It would be sick to have the shield be retractable, so Cap doesn't have to lug around a 12-pound indestructible metal disc when he doesn't need to. And it's possible these gloves and the accompanying shield could be a throwback to
I don't know, man.
So many times in the comic. So if we haven't already extinguished the excitement over Cap's new shield, let us once again say, take a deep breath.
She could sell it.
It's a cool shield, but it's probably just on loan from Wakanda. If you like, we'll send you over a copy of our fanfic of Tony handing a shiny new version of the iconic Captain America shield back to Steve, and then wrapping him in a nice warm hug. But what do you think? Will we get that makeup scene between Tony Stark and Cap in Infinity
Oh, for
War
sure.
Or never? And will Cap like his Wakandan shield better than his original?
No way.
Discuss.
Yeah, it's okay. I don't know. I do see the thing about the gloves coming, like, his gauntlets coming together, but, like, that's hard for me to even do, right? Like, and that makes his shield? I don't know, guys. I'm kind of out on it. I really am. But I'm a classic Cap dude, so you give me the disc, or you give me the World War II shield, and that's it. That's the only shields we like. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Thanks, Debo, for that heads up. That was awesome. Breaking news on the report. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll have more on that on the next show, I guarantee it. But hey, guys, I gotta make dinner for my lovely wife. Thank you so much for tuning in. For all the audio listeners, if you would, please drop a review on the iTunes or wherever you're listening. And guys, oh, Debo, you're not feeling it either, huh? I always worry when I say shit like it, like, I don't know if I like it or not. And then, like, everybody's like, oh my God, it's awesome. And I'm like, shit, I missed it. But yeah, so, yeah, thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Tiny, for everybody. Okay, yeah, Dennis, please do. I won't be able to make it, but I'll tell you why. But yeah, guys, appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, if you like the Blazing Defender Report, go to the Facebook page. Don't forget about the giveaway, guys. You're going to want to see the giveaway. Hi, love. Hi. My wife just joined the chat. Better late than never, girlfriend. But yeah, you can leave a review on the Facebook page too, which would be great. I don't know why. I don't know if it does anything, but thanks for sharing the video. Thanks for liking the videos, guys. Appreciate it. And with that, man, hit me up with these emails. I'm going to read them on the air. So, you get a chance to get your voice on iTunes or something, right? But thanks a lot, guys. Peace out. Be out next week. Oh, and please, for the love of God, please stay safe out there. Treat people like you'd want to be treated, and everything will be fine. Other than that, see you guys next week. That's it for the report. Peace.